All right, so in this video, we're going to see the basic causes of World War One, the general causes of World War One. And one is the alliance system, which we've already seen in a previous chapter. It had the Triple Alliance, that was Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. Opposing them is the Triple Entente, it's Britain, France, and Russia. So this means if one member from each alliance goes to war with each other, potentially all six will go to war with each other, which is what almost happened. Five of the six will go to war with each other in 1914. So the alliance system is one reason why World War I breaks out, and one reason why it was such a large scale war. They had nationalism. Both definitions. One definition is intense pride in one's country, which can lead to a belief that your country is superior to the other countries. So then you'll believe that war would actually be easy, that you would easily win. The other definition of nationalism is the desire for every group of people to have their own country, and not every group did. You had, for instance, you had Slavs living inside the Austrian Empire who did not want to be part of the Austrian Empire. If you remember, Serbia is even mad at Austria during this time period because Austria had annexed Bosnia, which was full of Slavs, and Serbia wanted Bosnia so all the Slavs could be united. Another problem is internal dissent, inside problems, particularly with the rise of socialism and potential workers going on strike, and maybe even the spread of communism. Maybe political leaders thought, well, we can unite our people with a common enemy. We can use war to distract them. We can blame all of our problems on this outside enemy, and that will calm internal dissent. And there's also militarism, the aggressive preparation for war. Most major European powers, except for Britain, used conscription, forced military service, which led to huge armies. Russia had over 1 million men. Germany and France had a little over 900,000 soldiers. If you have a large army like that all the time, it has two effects. One, you're going to be tempted to use it. And two, if you don't use it, it's going to be hard to justify having it and spending all that money on it. And then if you do use it, if Russia and France and Germany, if they all have these large armies, it's going to be a very destructive war. And because the armies are so large, there's multiple moving pieces with it. The war plans, potential war plans, get complicated. Like Germany worked on a plan to fight Russia and France for decades. Russia had one on how to fight Austria and Germany. And generals did not want to change their plans because they were so complicated. They argued that you couldn't change the plan. So, for instance, Russia would not be able to only fight against Austria, mobilize against Austria. They're going to have to mobilize against Austria and Germany. You can't change the plans because they're so complicated, the whole plan would fall apart. And then you have imperialistic competition, increasing tension. There's only so much of the planet to go around, and most of it had been conquered. And so tension was rising between the imperialistic powers, particularly between Britain, France, and Germany. Britain and France, because of the Triple Entente, were growing closer and closer together and blocking some of Germany's moves to expand its empire, and that was causing tension. So you have this alliance system where six countries could go to war with each other. You had nationalism causing ill will, particularly in Eastern Europe. You had militarism with these really large armies. You had imperialistic competition with increased tension. So it's not going to take a whole lot to set this off. And on top of that, individual countries also had reasons to go to war as well. And this cartoon, it shows that imperialistic competition where you can see Germany staring at Britain as they ponder carving up China. That's the great expression of that tension that existed.